Okay, I've been procrastinating, but it's time. We're gonna talk about the Dabura versus Mahoraga fight because this has been peak. I'm loving Dabura's character. Mahoraga is the test that we use to gauge the strongest. So let's just talk about it. Let's go through the whole fight since I haven't been able to do it. So I want to break down everything. I'll probably do another one on Sarugi and Maru in their fight, and then maybe probably just something on Yuji. But right now, let's focus on Dabura and Mahoraga. So this is how the fight starts, and pretty much how you can see here, this is how a lot of the beginning of the fight goes. Dabura is kind of handling Mahoraga with ease because he hasn't had time to adapt yet. So because he's not really adapted yet, he's just using his light, eviscerating him. You know, they're keeping up, they're having a good combat, they're going back and forth. But for the most part, Dabura is being able to just use his light ability to be able to keep up with Mahoraga. And Mahoraga, until he adapts, he can't really do anything against that. So Mahoraga is, as you can see throughout the fight, he like his arm rips off when he blasted. It grows back immediately. He gets stronger. So you can see he's adapting and he's working throughout the fight. But for most of the beginning of the fight, Dabura is honestly just whooping Mahoraga. But eventually, as he's just, I love this attack, by the way. As he's just fighting Mahoraga, eventually he does start to realize what's going on here. It seems like this Shikigami is just shaking off my abilities. He's learning them. They're getting less effective against him. So as the fight's going on, we're seeing Dabura kind of like notice that Mahoraga is doing different like stuff. And I love the fact of how Dabura, he understands jujutsu, but it's from another planet, so he has just a different understanding of power system. So like they don't have Shikigami over there, from what we could just understand. So us using Shikigami is quite different than what he understands as a bare bones, I would guess, kind of say how you use cursed energy, or what did they call it? Relocu, whatever you say it. But I do appreciate getting to see Dabura learning about our power system too. But then it happens, and this is honestly the first time we've seen it to this degree that Mahoraga adapts. Is his attacks just straight don't work anymore. When we saw him fight Gojo, he seen him use the hollow purple on him. When he fought Sukuna, we seen Sukuna pull out that Fuga in his domain. This is what it looks like when Mahoraga generally adapts to your bag. Like Dabura didn't have anything else to pull out of his kit, and this is just Mahoraga adapting to it. So this is honestly like real good to see because we really got to see how effective Mahoraga gets once he adapts to your technique. And for the first time in Dabura's life, he's actually losing. Like he's actually afraid to lose. He's so powerful that he hasn't had to try anything. That's another thing about our power system. Granted, he has the understanding of now what it is with Earth's Jujutsu compared to Sumerian, but he's never had to try. So he doesn't even know what it's like to really have to lock in and figure stuff out. I.e. the meme here where it saved me Yuji. I'm scared. Like they figured it out, but or they've memed him now because he's scared. But I love this part of Dabura's character because it just showed that I guess it did the friendship power ups in a way that I liked, where I could appreciate it. Where Dabura realized that I've never had a good fight, and I've just been fighting because that's just what it is that you do. To have the passion to like, and even beyond that, of not just I want to fight, so this is what a good fight is, or I don't want to fight, so I gotta stop myself from fighting. Is actually being able to say I have something to fight for, and just his development. I've really liked Dabura's character, honestly, a lot more than I was at first predicting. But even from the first shot when Gege showed us him, and then later on we kind of realized that he's the nicest guy on the planet. But for us, when we first saw him, how intimidating he was. I just love everything about Dabura's character. It's been so great. But as Dabura is losing, he has a flashback. We see him get a flashback of him talking to Dura, and they're kind of going back and forth about what that means to fight. And again, he finds out, having those memories, being beaten by Mahoraga, that fighting for something that when you need to is what's a real fight is. And that's when he locks in, and Dabura decides that he's going to go light speed. We've never seen anybody in JJK move this fast at all. JJK, if I'm not mistaken, like from what I hear, caps at like Mach 3. So Dabura's moving at light speed, even if he's not moving nearly as, like even if he's not actually moving at light speed. He's moving so much faster than most people in the series. It's absolutely ridiculous. So we see him getting ready to use his kick, and he starts running at light speed, and he uses his technique on himself rather than just using it as an attack and outward. So he starts using it on himself to go light speed, and the damage that he does to Mahoraga in the city of Tokyo, oh my God, he levels it. Like it looks like a hollow purple or a Fuga hit the city from how his attack looks. But we're not done, because after he does the attack, his leg is destroyed. From the damage from just moving at light speed, his leg is absolutely in cinders. But from when he got locked in with Mahoraga, what he did was he blocked Mahoraga's sword, the sword of extermination, which we know is used against cursed spirits with positive energy, so it wipes them out easily. So between him just hearing about the healing from Earth Jujutsu and then him feeling the difference in energy from the positive, Dabura just literally on the spot makes positive and cursed energy and heals his leg with reverse curse technique. Oh my God. In the moment. And I don't know if y'all understand, this is bigger than Higuruma because yes, Higuruma had was able to heal like this, but Higuruma knew what reverse curse technique was. Now granted, Dabura's had training his whole life with cursed energy, so he still knows what it is. But from what we understand, he has no idea what positive cursed energy is, and look what he did. Dabura's crap. And then we're not even done because when we cut back to the fight, we see Dabura's now learned how to use curse technique reversal. So basically, we know from the series is when you use your positive curse energy, instead of using it to heal yourself, you put it into your, imbue it into your curse technique, you can get the opposite or the inverse of whatever your technique is. So it's looking like Dabura's about to throw out some level of darkness, something with the inverse of his light ability with using that. So again, like I said, I absolutely am adoring seeing Dabura learn our power system and just learning and stacking and growing his abilities on top of this. I wonder if he's going to get a hollow purple out of this, you know what I mean? But I love right now seeing Dabura, but Dabura is absolutely a Jujutsu genius, and it's actually pretty cracked what he's doing right now. Because again, he has no knowledge of Earth Jujutsu. He's literally just has an understanding of cursed energy, and he's doing all of this. But to sum up my thoughts, and the last part is Dabura is finally getting a fight, and that's another beautiful thing about this is Dabura is finally understanding what a battle is, wanting to get better, wanting to fight more, you could see him smile and obviously look at these funny ass pictures. I can't believe this is real, but he's just really learning how to really enjoy a battle, and it took Mahoraga to get there, and I'm just really happy to see that character development from Dabura from the start of the series, where he just was kind of doing stuff just because he could, and that was what he thought he had to do, and now he's doing things because that's what he wants to do, because he has something to fight for. And I just love the arc that Dabura is going through. Mahoraga, like I said, goated, big rocket stopper. But this fight has been magnificent. I really would like to see. I think we're pretty much at the climax by the next chapter. We're gonna see what this is looking like at the end. We're gonna see where this goes, and we're gonna talk about the other things that could come from this in another video. But so far, I absolutely adore this fight. Dabura is definitely becoming one of my favorite characters. But that's gonna do it for this one. We're gonna talk about like I said, a couple of fights. So I'm gonna have a couple of videos out. Gonna kind of be running through the manga what we got to so far. But I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe if you fucking with us. Please.